So we're here in a 1992 BMW 3 Series, and this by many was considered to be the first modern BMW. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is that and why do so many other people think that? Well, essentially, this was the first BMW where it used more or less computer-aided technology to design. So, what I'm trying to say by that is it used CAD software, computer-aided design, as I just said, which is basically like graphic design software, but for engineering purposes. Previously, BMWs had been made using more or less like physical stress tests. They would test out parts, they would test out the cars, drive them, test out certain design elements with physical tests. So they would stress test certain parts, they would wear test things. It was very, it was real. Everything was done in the lab, in the factory, and it was a very good system, but it was expensive. And then come the early 90s, late 80s, they had the ability to use computers essentially to do some of the work for them. Now, did this make a car that was any worse than the previous cars? In no way do I believe that's the case. So the 325i, the E36, you're gonna notice compared to an E30, it's still a very light car, and it still feels very in touch with the road. Now, in no way do I feel disconnected from the driving experience. The steering is very direct, it's hydraulic steering obviously. The throttle response, it's a by-wire throttle, so it's all mechanical. There's no computer to tell you when the throttle is going to work fully and when it's going to engage, etc, etc. It's 100% when you hit the throttle engages and you go. Simple as that. There's no computer being involved in the throttle. Being this is an automatic transmission though, I will say that there is a little bit of a lag, but that's due to the software on the transmission. And yes, if you buy this car, it would definitely help to have a manual transmission. It makes the driving experience a lot more in tune, and because of the high rev nature of these engines, it really helps you pull out the full power band and stay in that power band, which in my opinion, on this car at least, without vanos, is above 4,000 RPM. You can stay in that power band a lot better with a manual transmission compared to an automatic. Is automatic bad? Can't really call it bad. It does its purpose. It's still incredibly fun to drive. However, it does have its lagginess every now and then, and a manual would help, but an automatic, in my opinion, is in no way terrible. E36 was the third generation 3 Series, and by many the first modern BMW 3 Series, and that was because it was used, it was designed using computer-assisted software, so CAD, computer-aided design. Whenever you drive this car, you're going to notice right away that it feels incredibly nimble and light. The power is not very... It does have some kick though, I will say. It's a 189 horsepower on the M50 engine. This one's naturally aspirated, no variable valve timing, no vanos, but it does have a good kick, and it's incredibly fun to drive. Very light car, very small, very easy to manage. It's never more than you can handle, but it's incredibly fun. What you're also going to notice is that with this car, it's still practical. There's 2 rear doors, there's rear seats with adequate room for 2 adults. The front seats, they're comfortable. The ride is actually very good stock on this car. It's very sporty, it handles great, but it still maintains that daily drivability and that refinement that really characterizes BMWs. So, moving on, the E36 really was the last really mechanical 3 Series. Once we go into the E46, you're going to notice the throttle is going to be electronically initiated. It's going to be electronic, and a lot of the other things are going to be taken over by computers. This car started the trend of having the ECU do more of the work. However, it's still very mechanical in almost every way, and it's still very in touch with the driving experience in every way. Now, it debuted in 1992, the E36 3 Series. It came in 3 body styles: the coupe, the convertible, and the sedan, and also the M3. The M3 was not released in the United States until 1995, which was the S50 engine, and then thereafter, from 1996 to 1999, it had the S52 engine. Now, this car right here is a 1992 325i. It has a naturally aspirated M50 2.5 liter engine with no variable valve timing, and it was the only year with no variable valve timing offered. In 1993, they introduced variable valve timing to the M50 engine, and it basically brought the torque band, the power band, a little bit lower, so more or less it created a larger power band of usable power.